doing it big right now with Reach Around Radio. That's how we're getting down, y'all. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, what? Break it down. Yeah.
What year is this, man?
1980.
It's the 80s.
He said
sure.
1980, our special guest.
Yes.
He ain't introduced you yet.
Hold on. It's Reach Around Radio's Talent Thursday. It's your boy Speed Doggy Dog in the house. We got things going on. I'm in Club Fluffies. It's going down. RT, what is the drink of the day, please?
Vodka and gravy.
TDP's taking jackets.
Is that white gravy? I want to know when I get my jacket.
It's Club Fluffies, lady. Big girls get in free till 2:30. We getting it in like this. Yeah, you know what it is.
Don't you give me all that jive.
Man, T, you could tell me shit.
Cause this ain't 18,
your song, huh?
23.
This is my song.
18,
When they got to-
1970.
Say your zodiac sign, Virgo.
Where did that come in?
One of them songs that came. I played this for a reason. Go ahead there, Miss Poetess.
All right, in the house with us, and
In Club Fluffies.
he was the first rapper to sign to a major record label. He was the first rapper to have a gold record.
Damn.
And he has paved the way for hip-hop, and we are honored to welcome
Legendary.
Kurtis Blow. Legendary.
Welcome to the show. Yes,
Rap royalty, yes.
indeed.
Reason I fell in love with rap.
How you doing, Kurtis?
I'm great. I'm glad to be here. I see you guys have a top-notch organization here. It's actually going down, folks.
Wow.
Hey,
You ain't been here long enough. It's about to fuck up in a minute.
It's crumbling as we speak.
15 minutes.
So what have you been up to? When we spoke last week, you mentioned you were involved with, a lot of community stuff, and
Yes.
and what are you doing these days?
Well, actually, right now I'm helping out the south side of Chicago, the community over there, and southwest side of Chicago as well, and there's a lot of kids over there, a lot of babies getting their lives cut short. A lot of murders, a lot of violence, a lot of gangs. It's just crazy. It's like a war zone over there. Actually, in the city of Chicago, the death rate has tripled New York.
Wow.
Insane.
And so, there are a lot of kids over there just asking, crying out for help, saying, come and help us and stop the killings. They want to grow up,
Right.
Wow.
So I
But you're originally from New York City, right?
yeah. But I have a lot of friends in Chicago. There's a hip hop church there. I've been going back and forth for about 10 years now. Pastor Phil Jackson over there at Lawndale Church, and I teamed up with my boy TK, who is a Chicago rapper, and he did a song called Choices. And it's an incredible message for all the kids out there to listen to and hear and give them some kind of inspiration. You got choices you can make, kids. You can go right or left or choose life or death. But the choice
So
is
what is it?
yours.
What's causing the problem? What's the root of the problem, you think?
I think idle hands are the devil's playground. There's a lot of kids out there with a lot of talent, a lot of energy, a lot of oomph. And they have nothing to do. They're just bored. So
Would you say the parents need to be more hands-on?
Yeah, but that's like impossible to have done when you're in the middle class of the economy. You have to work. So you work every day. You work hard. Some people have 2-3 jobs. Sometimes there's a mom in the household, and she's playing the role of daddy too.
Yeah.
We all know that. So, she's working 2 or 3 jobs trying to support 2 or 3 kids, and it's difficult. So they get lost by the wayside.
Do you feel like the work that you're doing out there in Chicago, do you feel like you're having an impact? Have you seen anything? Like, have you had a good response to what you're doing? Feedback?
Well, we just started. Me and my team, we just started about 3 months ago.
Okay.
But I've been doing stuff in and around Chicago, just like festivals and revivals, things like that, along with the church and stuff. But I think Hey, here's the deal. I just hooked up with the pastor, and he was telling me about a great idea to do a song like a We Are the World type song, a self-destruction type song with all the new rappers of today. So we're hooking up with Common and Tongue Twister and the kids out there in Chicago. And we're going to try to put together this We Are the World song, just letting everybody know to stop the violence, stop the killings in Chicago.
The kids need jobs. I mean, I think it boils down to also to, money and not having enough programs in the community that is of interest to young people, and they just trying to survive. I mean, the same issue was going on very heavily here in LA, like the 80s and 90s, the same type of thing. So, and it was the same thing, just people don't have jobs.
Right. They have nothing to do. They sit around the house bored. And these kids, man, they're coming up with these enormous guns, man. I'm talking about like AKs and saws and M14s and stuff like that. And it's crazy because, each one of those guns, it costs you like $7,500, $8,000.
That's military issue.
You know what I mean?
I was about to say.
That's car money right there. Where is a 13-year-old getting this money like this? And where is he getting this expensive gun from? Where are these Army-issued guns coming from?
Wow. I remember several years ago they used to say that there was this train that stopped in like South Central, and the train was full of weapons, and it just sat there in the hood for people to pillage it, Wow. So
How does that happen?
It's by design.
Yeah, it's like the worst thing they could have done was cutting the funding to all the extracurricular activities. Like, how are you going to cut sports and music and those kind of programs from the inner cities where it's needed the most? It's like, it's almost like, is that what y'all wanted it to happen?
Yeah.
So.
Right. So, we do need these programs. We need programs. We need community organizations to step up and take some of that federal money that they have and just spread it around the community. We need sports programs. We need music programs for these kids. Man, they have a lot of talent. You wouldn't believe the talent that's running around South Side of Chicago, because whenever there's oppression or just a plight of a people, that's when we really get creative. And so we need more programs like that. Even Farrakhan, who's over in Chicago, he's calling out the president, telling him, we need your help. We need your assistance, please. The president, come to Chicago and take a look at what's happening over here with these kids. So.
Is it getting through to him, or
Isn't he coming? I heard he was coming.
Yeah, I heard it.
Either went.
I know the first lady went to a funeral. There was a young girl who performed at the inauguration, and she went back home in Chicago and got killed. So I think the first lady went to her funeral.
Okay, so how could people help your efforts, support what you're doing?
Okay, you can go to my Facebook is Kurtis Blow Walker. You can get in touch with me personally. That's my real name.
Oh, okay, Walker. Hey, Walker.
Or you could actually get in touch with the pastor over in Chicago, or the official TK. That's his website. That's the artist who we are spearheading right now with this song called Choices.
Okay.
So that's the official TK.com.
Now, you brought another person with you. Who's a young man?
No, he's the homie. That's Henry G.
He got headphones on and mic in front of him.
He's sat up. No, that's
a legend over there.
That's Henry G.
What up?
He's been in the game a long time. That's the homeboy. He's down with Ice-T. He actually helped Ice with the Art of Rap documentary, which was great, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Fee.
Yeah, and then Kurtis, I wanted to ask you. I mean, you've been rapping. Do you still perform?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and do you find that you're finding new generations of people that are getting hip to your music? And what do you think of rap today?
Well, I tell you this. There's one thing. I had my basketball song. It was on the video game, the NBA 2K12.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Just last year. So when you stick the game in, you stick the game in,
You get checks for that, right?
And that's what comes on.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So You know, a lot of kids play that game, so I find myself walking around the street and see parents with their kids, and they bring their kids up. See, that's Kurtis Blow. That's the one who made the
That's
2K
basketball.
song. Yeah, so
Now, do you get still get
the
check
kids
from that?
know me. It's a whole new audience. Yes, I do. A little bit. It's like
$5. Cool.
you know, video games are lethal, man. Let me tell you, the business there is really totally like a ripoff. They give you this one-time fee, and then they go ahead and sell
it for 50
12,
bucks.
15 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At $50 a pop.
But there is also mechanical royalties. So thank God.
So what was rap like back in the day when you started? Describe what the whole vibe was.
It was all about
really,
New York.
really hard to explain the vibe that was going on, but there was a vibe. It was a thick energy, like a spirit, just traveling all around those 5 boroughs of New York City, and like it was incredible. Just to go to, like, say, a Kool Herc party, who was like known as the godfather of hip hop, and going to his parties. You know, he was the kind of guy that played special kind of music. In a world of disco was the #1 thing going around during that time. But we, as the b-boys and the hardcore rappers and MCs and b-boys and hip hoppers, we would flock to the Kool Herc jams because he played that special kind of music in the world of disco, which was like up tempo dance music, but it was real funky, and it always had a crazy break. And when the break came in,
You're like,
that was the time you did your incredible move. So
Nice.
I found myself just wandering off, going and listening to this obscure funk music, and I would just go into the speaker. And, you know, Kool Herc would have these big, incredible bass bottoms, like just towering over about 7-8 feet tall.
Right.
And I would stick my head in the speaker and just listen to the bass. And the bass was rumbling through my whole body. I could feel it in my toes.
Kurt, you was in the speaker.
You know what I mean?
I'm in the speaker. I'm Kurtis Blow in the speaker.
You can't do that anymore. You know, you blow your
Right.
ears out. But now, I remember just closing my eyes and just letting the music just take me off. You know,
Wow.
just take me somewhere else, and that's hip hop.
What
Wow.
year was that, Kurt?
That was like 1974,
Now, I'm gonna tell the story.
75. Yeah.
Kurt, a friend of mine I grew up with, we're maybe junior high school. He goes to New York for a year.
Okay.
He comes back, and I mean, he's your son. He's doing. We like, and he's got 2 turntables in his room. And I'm like, what do you got these? Why you have 2 of them? He's like, in New York, they're
Right.
getting it in like this, son. I was
Right.
like, but you in L.A.
Right.
So we hadn't really caught up. But he was like, he spray painted his whole room.
Right.
Right. Your mom gonna whoop your ass about this bullshit. And he was New York. Everything was New York, son. He was son. And then the 2 turntable things, he started rapping. And we like,
Right.
what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
And next thing you know, we hear Kurtis Blow, a Christmas rap. Man, I played that motherfucker. Oh, should I say motherfucker? I played that bad boy over and over and over. So that was
Thank
my
you, man. Thank you. You
introduction.
know, that was beautiful hip hop. You know, the early days, you just can't explain the vibe that was going around.
Who was your
at that
rival?
time.
Seems so
At the
fun.
time.
Orange Juice Jones.
No, actually, Juice is my buddy. We went
See?
to elementary school.
There you go.
Wow.
But here's my rival. I mean, this guy.
Y'all stop rapping back there.
We were in the same gang together. We met when I was like 16.
So this is Harlem.
No, actually, I went from Harlem and hung out in the Bronx.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Scared to death. I'm 16 up in the Bronx, and I joined this gang called the Peacemakers.
Hilarious.
You gonna like me.
Yeah.
Give me your money in peace.
Right. These guys were not peacemakers. Right? So in the gang, there's I meet the guys from the Bronx, the Bronx chapter.
Okay.
And in the gang, there's this guy. His name is Melvin Glover.
Okay.
Doesn't sound dangerous to me.
So Melvin, he befriended me, man. We became friends. It was like a real cool cat. So about 2 or 3 years later, I hear he's in a rap group.
Yes.
And I'm DJing and I'm b-boying and stuff like that, and I'm doing my thing. And here's this guy. His name is Melly Mel.
Yep.
Now,
Melly Mel.
There you go.
So I'm like, wow, this is my boy, Melly Mel. We're in the same gang. Whoa. So He put me down with the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Wow.
Early in the game. And then I left them and went and got my record deal.
Oh, so you were actually
In
rapping
Grandmaster
with-
Flash.
Yeah, I was part of their group.
So you Grandmaster
for
6.
about
The
6
Furious
months.
Six.
Furious Six.
Furious Six.
Furious 6.
Right.
Fabulous 6.
So, they kicked me out of the group.
Wow.
And then you blew up.
Sorry, Curtis. These are the breaks, man.
The rejected stone becomes the cornerstone.
Wow.
Wow.
So I got my record deal about 6 months after that.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
me and Mel have been like arch rivals. You know, he did The Message. That's like one of the greatest song in hip hop.
Yes. A lot of
Right?
people don't know that he actually was the only real rapper on that record, right?
And he was the writer. He wrote all of their stuff. You know what I mean? He wrote all of that. White Lines, Message,
Wow, I like that song.
Freedom. A lot of hits on the
it's
Grandmaster
like
Flash
a
and the
jungle.
Well, we
Furious
have a
Five.
call.
Uh-oh.
Carla, what's your name and where you calling from?
Sound good.
Hello.
This is TK.
Hey,
TK.
Hey, everybody.
This is actually your artist, right, Curtis?
Yeah. This is the guy. We've been working together. We know with this Chicago situation, man, and his new song just delivers the message that everyone needs to hear, man. It's called Choices. TK, what's up, man? How you?
I'm great, Curtis. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thanks for your invitation onto this on this program. I heard y'all talking about a lot of serious stuff right there. I wanted to chime in. Couldn't wait to get on the call.
Please.
All right, TK, you are from Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can
I mean,
give us.
I was born in Cleveland, but raised in Chicago, primarily in between Chicago and Cleveland when I was younger. But most of my life was in Chicago. Yes, sir.
So you experienced a lot of that violence and stuff that's happening over there. Why don't you give us like a firsthand kind of like, example of
Well,
what's
first
happening?
of all, everybody, who's been in Chicago knows Chicago's a beautiful city, but the nickname of Chicago was Chirac. And some of the same statistics that you was telling everybody, Chicago's called the second city to New York, but the killings are 3-1 over New York and Chicago. There's more killings in Chicago last year, like you were saying, than in Afghanistan.
Wow.
On the left and right of me, I had, kids who should be here today are not here. Right when I was filming a video for Choices, 3 of the people who were supposed to be on the video, rest in peace, Terry, Juju, and Michael, they're not here, and it really is. It's like you're talking to ghosts for the most part, and this is just last year. And you guys were talking about Hadia Pendleton. 15-year-old girl had her way paved at the inauguration dancing for the president, and she not here because of the senseless murders. And, my background is, when is it going to come to a point where we realize we won with each other?
Right.
That is, that these murders, as an artist, I could rap about, how easy it is to get it in and stretch somebody out, and, but nobody is saying anything about, the experience from the angle that I believe Choices brought. And as an artist, I just wanted to make sure that I brought something that says something to the commentary of the tragedy.
Okay, so where could people find the Choices song? Can they download it? Can they find it on YouTube? Where's it at?
You can go to www.theofficialtk.com. Track number 4, Choices. You can go and look on World Star Hip Hop. February 14th, I believe, is when it came out to view the video.
Okay. So we'll definitely try to pull that up at some point during the show, TK.
For sure.
So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for all the efforts you're doing in the community. And anything else you want to add, Curtis?
Yeah, TK, we got to do this song, this We the World song. We got to hook that up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a time. And, I just want to say, first of all, for Curtis, even getting involved, from, like we were saying, from, coming from Harlem, even when he was much younger, he used to be actively involved in some, politics in Chicago, what we call politics, and so there's a history there. And it's an honor and a privilege to have your royal stamp on this, being a pioneer in hip-hop and hearing the message that this one particular song addresses so strongly. So I appreciate you definitely getting involved with the Project Curtis. And I want to just thank Poetis for having me on the program to expose, as an artist, this particular crisis is going on in Chicago. I heard y'all talking about L.A., and I lived in L.A., and I've been out in New York, but, you know, it's got to be a lot of attention brought to a place where they said it's the worst sector in the United States, and they're designed to deploy the National Guard out there. So I just want to say thanks to everybody.
You're welcome, TK, and we'll look out for your stuff, and thanks for calling in.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
TK.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, peace and blessings.
So, Curtis, anything else you want to add?
No, that's basically it. Oh, I do have a new digital distribution network called Genesis Entertainment. And what we can do for anybody out there is we could take a song or a CD or a whole label full of music and just place the music online on all the websites like iTunes, Amazon.com, Rhapsody, CD Baby, on and on and on.
And what's it called again?
And it's called Genesis Entertainment. It's an actual system where we could upload the stuff ourselves. So you as a label, you can have the hands-on control of your product that you release. So you can have the control. Just get at me, get at your boy. My Twitter is Kurtis Blow and the number 1.
No Walker?
Kurtis Blow. Nah. Straight up Kurtis Blow and the number 1, or Kurtis Blow Walker on Facebook.
We are so honored to have you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So thank you so
My
much
pleasure,
for
my
coming
pleasure.
by and
Thank you
hanging
for
out
having
with
me.
us.
No worries.
All right, it's Reach Around Radio. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
That was my Curtis.
In the mix with DJ Always.
It's your boy Speedy. They are here. The new Reach Around Radio t-shirts are in the house. For a small donation of $25 or more, you will get your t-shirt sent out right away. We got sizes XL to 3X for the men. Ladies, we got those baby tees, medium to large. And for my big girls, just buy the 3X and cut it. Yeah. Go to teamrar.com. That's teamrar.com to get your t-shirts right now. Buy a t-shirt, bitch.
This Redman, what's good? Reach Around Radio. That's what I'm listening to. That's what you should be tuned into. All my marijuana smokers, you know how we get down. Redman in the building. Reach Around Radio. Let's get it.